How did he get 70k subscribers on YouTube? What is the SEO trend in 2022? He has mentored more than 500 startups all over the world. So we discussed about that one mistakes most of these startups are making. And I have asked many such interesting questions on your behalf. So sit back, relax, close all the tabs and enjoy this value-packed episode. All right, guys, I have someone really special with me today. My mentor, Alok Badatia. And by the way, he is one of the biggest reason why I started making video content. Welcome, sir.
Thanks a lot, Vedant, for inviting me to interact with your community members. It's a privilege. Actually, you are really doing a great job on your social media platform, LinkedIn. I frequently have been following your content, and this is really amazing. You are doing a really good job.
Thank you, sir. It's my honor to have you. We had a chat back then when we used to have our class. Then I will invite you guys and this, that. And right now it is happening.
Yeah. First of all, you have to plan everything, right? And automatically things starts falling in place.
Correct. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So let's deep dive. And so my first question would be, tell us about your journey into the world of digital marketing.
Now, Vedant, the question is very common to me these days. Okay, and I've not been speaking about this for a very long period of time. But right now, let me tell you, I started my career in the year 2003. Actually, technically, I started. I launched myself in the world of content in the year 2003. Okay. Wow. I was the content editor for our university magazine. It was an offline collateral, actually.
Yes.
So I never knew that, I can be a writer. My verbal communication was not that great because I came from East India, जहाँ पे English medium के school में भी हिंदी में बातें होती थी, right?
I understand.
So, understand, right? So, by the way, I am an engineer. Okay, by my qualification, academic qualification. So I was in the year 2000. It was actually the year 2008. So I was part of a premium engineering college from Odisha. So anybody who is listening to this video and you're from Odisha, just give me a high five in the comment. Huh? So it was a premium engineering college, Gandhi Institution of Engineering and Technology. But my background was not at all premium, Vedant. I was actually from a very humble background. And my father was actually sponsoring or funding me for engineering after his retirement. So it was very, very difficult. One fine day I appeared for the joint engineering entrance, and luckily I got a rank 105 in the whole state. So wow. My family actually decided कि चलो इसको पढ़ाते आगे. So they arranged the funds, and I managed to get into that college. It was I think it was sixth semester. It was sixth semester, third year. I remember I got a call from my father. My father said, "Hey, man, this time it's becoming really tough to arrange your semester fee. I'm trying to arrange. Can you ask your accountant or your finance department of your college to give us 4 or 5 days of time?" So I went to the college. They told that no, it's not going to happen. You not get a hall ticket and all these things. So I gave up, came back. So I started researching as a student, and my first Google search was how to make some extra money as a student. So, these days we have 5G, 3G, 4G. Okay, we have been hearing about this, but in 2008, trust me, having internet was a luxury. So the ever-loading internet, the worm keeps on loading every time. Okay, so I used that sort of internet, went to my college library, midnight, sat on the veranda of the library because while I was sitting there, it used to connect to the Wi-Fi of the library. It was pretty fast in the whole campus. So it was around 2 a.m. in the night. So I went there and started researching how to make some extra. So if you are a student, if you're listening to this video or this podcast, if you're a student, just comment below that when actually you have searched this kind of query. I did it in the year 2008. So Google gave me few results. The first result was blogging. The second result was content writing. The third was freelancing. And the fourth was web designing. So as a computer science engineering student, I was pretty much aware about web designing. But what is content writing? What is freelancing? These were completely new to me. So I went to my HOD and asked, sir, am I going to learn all these skills when I'll be in my final year, or any chance you can give us some extra sessions, or any guest faculty can come and teach us? My HOD was also listening to these terms for the first time. Okay, he was an IITian. Right now, he's retired. So I gave up, came back to my hostel. Now that I was a little bit mature kid in my school, in my engineering days, because I took admission in the second year. I was a diploma lateral entry guy. So I finished my diploma, then I came into engineering. So I directly went into the second year. So diploma people are little bit more inclined toward practical things. So I had a very good relationship with some young professors. You know, I used to play cards with young professors in our college hostel rooms. So one of the young professors came and told me, Alok, I know someone who can teach you this skill. Who is that fellow? He's one of our college alumni, and he came last year on Entrepreneurs Day, and he was talking something around entrepreneurship, making money online, blogging, freelancing. And that fellow is driving a luxury car. Okay. So I was startled. Let's see. Now, today, it's very easy to get connected with someone, right?
Yeah.
If somebody wants to connect with Alok, or somebody wants to connect with Vedant, they will just Google and they will find your social link. They will just message you. But in those days, you know, social media was actually not present. We were not using Facebook. Only Orkut was present. That too, we used to feel like Orkut is just like Tinder. ऐसा ही लगता था. So, you know, we used to create photos, pictures, and used to post as if it was a matrimony site for college students. So, so what I did, I got his email address, who used to be my mentor in those days. Right now, he's retired, away from the world of internet. He's well settled in Sydney, away from the world of internet. He has made the cream out of the internet world. So I got his email address, dropped him an email, and he replied after 3 months, and we decided to meet. He was at Visakhapatnam. So I used to travel Visakhapatnam every Friday evening, used to catch a local train, most of the time without ticket. नीचे बैठ के जाते थे, ठीक है, ताकि you know जो ये होता है ना, laboratory जो toilet होता है ना, उसके बगल में बैठ के जाते थे. So that, you know, if the TTA comes, no, okay, without ticket,
we run inside.
I used to run inside. So I did that for 16 weeks, actually, 16 weeks up down. So my mentor used to, you know, make sure that I sit on the floor on a mat at his balcony and learn the skills. Because he said one thing, ki, Alok, if you want to succeed in any field, just like internet marketing or make money online niche, the only thing that is required is mindset. It's not skill set, right? Because today there's a lot of awareness about blogging. No, but in those days, it was actually invisible. Everything was invisible. We're trying to do something which was invisible. So anyways, I had a strong trust. I was having a strong, rock solid trust on my mentors. So I followed him. He taught me how to create websites and how to write articles and how to flip websites, how to talk to international clients. So after all those trainings, I became an intern under him. He used to pay me a couple of ₹1,000, okay, for a few months. Then I cracked my very first project. Okay, it was around $500. Okay, it was from some source. Okay, I remember it was a $500 project. It was a website and a content writing assignment. And from that day, I never looked back. मतलब नशा लग जाता है, ठीक है? Okay, I was the only guy in the college who knew that, you know, this was actually amazing. And my mentor used to get the money on his PayPal account. Okay, and he used to transfer me by keeping his cut. Okay, his cut, because he's someone who taught me all those things. So he used to transfer me into my bank account. That too, it was not my bank account, it was my father's bank account. So this is how the first transaction happened. And after that, you know, I got placed in Wipro. I remember it was the recession period in 2008 and 9. It was a massive recession that happened. So anyways, you know, there was a massive retrenchment happening in Wipro. So I was into the testing department. Then I again reappeared in another interview in Wipro by connecting with internal HR members of Wipro, and I got placed in the marketing team. Okay.
Wow.
And it was a very nice project. The project was to promote BlackBerry products, okay, across the globe. So I was part of their PPC team, pay-per-click team. My primary role was to just maintain reports and write a lot of, review the ad copies and all this thing, building training related documents. I worked for Wipro for a while. Then I went to some IGNO seminar at Kolkata. So one of the IS officers actually identified my digital skills and gave me a break to work with Government of India in one of their mission mode projects. So I was very lucky to work very closely with chief ministers of West Bengal, chief ministers of Rajasthan. उनके केबिन में बैठते थे, CMO के केबिन में बैठते थे, and my responsibility was to build a team and automate and digitize all the government departments. So if you see in Rajasthan, at Rajasthan Secretariat, there were 150 departments, ministries. There were 150 ministries actually. Okay, Department of Health, Department of Home, Department of Planning Commission, Department of all sorts of Agriculture. So सारे डिपार्टमेंट के ऑपरेशंस को मैनुअली समझना, यूजर रिक्वायरमेंट्स लेना, कैसे इनके ऑपरेशंस होते हैं मैनुअली, understand the use cases, then convey the same to the development team, get the websites done, then finally build the Twitter handles and social media handles of all the bureaucrats, unhe maintain, manage karna, to continuously build capability development program for the senior level IS officers. So in those days, I got a great exposure in handling team, talking to bureaucrats. So it was a great experience. लेकिन क्या होता है ना, गवर्नमेंट में थोड़ा processes sluggish hota hai. So I felt boring, left the company, again came back to the private world, started working with agencies. If you look at my profile, agency, and side by side freelancing chal raha tha. So 2016, I decided to come out of the corporate and thought to let's do something on my own. Then I again joined an agency as a co-founder. Then currently I'm leading AADME as a head of the academic department, where we train individuals, freelancers and agency owners to grow their business actually. So this is a very crisp way how I can introduce myself. Right.
Amazing journey, sir. मतलब I already know about it, but मुझे लगा कि ये सामने जाना चाहिए बाहर, because to my viewers this will really inspire them. So सर, आपने बहुत सारे मतलब डोमेन्स को एक साथ देखा है ग्रो होते हुए, and you have seen that digital transformation throughout, from YouTube to SEO, and you have also built your great I would say influence in social media as well. So starting from YouTube, sir, I know personally कि मैं आपका 2019 का भी वीडियो देख चुका हूँ, 2018 का भी वीडियो देखा हूँ एंड का, if I'm not wrong. So sir, you have been in YouTube from quite a long time. So I wanted to know कि एक newbie है तो how one can grow on YouTube, because you have achieved a lot in this platform.
It's not a great achievement, but somehow I have that gratitude, because the Almighty has given me power to empower so many people via YouTube.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one important thing. If you are starting your journey in the content creation area, don't even think of money. Okay. The moment you think that I am on YouTube because I want to become rich, I want to live a lavish life, passive banenge, passive income, it's not going to happen. You are going to give up very soon. Very soon. Okay. Because it's an organic process. Yeah. All that you have to do is you have to figure out what is that one passion within you, and you have to figure out that one audience जिसको आप help कर सकते हो selflessly, and start creating that. I mean to say, you have to enjoy the journey. That's it. The moment you are obsessed about monetizing it, okay, if you are desperate about money, this is not for you actually. Okay. And eventually, I would say income or revenue just becomes the byproduct. When you start your YouTube community, you will not see any sort of money. आपको कुछ नहीं दिखने वाला है, ठीक है? Like 1 year. If you ask about me, I got the first YouTube AdSense approval after 1.5 years. वैसे मेरा ब्लॉगिंग के करियर में भी हुआ था स्टार्टिंग. I got my first AdSense approval after 1.5 years. फर्स्ट $100 का चेक 1-1.5 साल के बाद आया था. So you have to be super patient. You have to completely focus on researching the content ideas, and you have to अगर बड़ा पैसा बनाना है, if you want to actually grow big, then you have to serve to a very targeted audience. And to be very frank, अगर आपका बहुत बड़ा community है, ठीक है, if you are starting a prank channel and the audience is too broad and scattered, okay, that doesn't mean that you make a lot of money there. At the end of the day,
yes,
okay, you only make money when you solve a problem. So this is how it is. Figure out a group of people. The way, my audience is very limited. I mean to say, in the digital marketing industry, we never talk about ki AdSense approval kaise lena hai. Yeah, we never talk about ki Amazon FBA kaise karna. We serve to a very specific audience, those who want to start a service-based business in this area.
Yes, yes.
Because that's our forte actually. So yeah, so पहले तो यार पैसे के चक्कर में आओगे, ठीक है, आप घुटने टेक दोगे. दिस इज नॉट फॉर यू. सेकेंड, आई वुड से, अगर मुझे पूछा जाए तो सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट क्या चीजें हैं, दैट इज रिलेवेंसी एंड कंसिस्टेंसी. ओके, ये दो चीज सबसे ज्यादा मायने रखते हैं इन द कंटेंट क्रिएशन जर्नी, बी इट एनी ऑर्गेनिक और कंटेंट मार्केटिंग strategy or method. These are the two important things. You should be consistent, and whatever you are creating should be relevant and resonating and relatable to the audience. That's it.
Audience.
इसी पे बस फोकस रखो. और थोड़ा बहुत quality of the content matters these days. हमारे रिसर्च के हिसाब से ये लग रहा है कि अगर आप अच्छा कैमरा यूज कर रहे हो, if you have a good lighting, and definitely YouTube also wants that it should promote, it will be their audience should also get high quality content on their search time. So in such situations, quality पे भी थोड़ा ध्यान दे. Okay. So yeah, this is something that I have to say for the freshers.
एंड सर एक चीज इसमें मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा कि आप रिसर्च, जैसे आपने कहा टॉपिक रिसर्च बहुत जरूरी होता है, तो हाउ एग्जैक्टली टू कम अप विद टॉपिक्स दैट योर टारगेट ऑडियंस विल लव? फॉर एग्जांपल आपके इंडस्ट्री की अगर मैं बात करूं तो.
करेक्ट, वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. एक्चुअली देखो वेदांत, क्या होता है ना, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू विल नॉट नो एक्चुअली कि क्या करना है, विच इज दैट वन आइडिया दैट इज गोइंग टू बी माय यूरेका आइडिया. ठीक है, दैट विल बी अ क्वालिटी कंटेंट, आई कैन से. You have to start creating content over a period of time. You will figure out when the audience starts engaging with you. जब आप audience के साथ engage होना start हो गए, you spark that communication with your audience, okay, via polls, via DMs, and via comments. Okay, you will actually come to understand and you unfold many micro problems that is actually never been told or never been spoken online. बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी चीजें होती हैं, जैसे हमारे YouTube चैनल पे बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी चीजें होती कि पेपाल पे कैसे स्कैम्स हो रहे हैं, ठीक है, कस्टमर्स को रिटेन कैसे करना है. एक्चुअली सर्विस बेस्ड बिजनेस इज नॉट ए सेल्स बिजनेस, इट्स ए रीऑर्डरिंग बिजनेस. So there are multiple micro hidden problems. Okay, deepest there are, you'll explore a lot of deep problems when you start engaging, and those problems, that communication, the way how you're communicating with your audience, your method, your strategies will actually help you to get more topics, more ideas. So you get more ideas from the community itself. We keep on doing polls, we keep on doing. At AADME, we already have a pool of thousands of mentees from across the globe. We take ideas from them as well. What are the problems they are facing right now, okay, in their business? We pick the idea, we brainstorm within our team and see if we have a case study or a use case where it has been solved. We pick the stuff, we transform into content, then we publish it on the social media. This is how the best way. I will not say now. A lot of people expect कि कोई tool है क्या जिससे पता चले. There are tools. You go to Quora, you go to Google Suggest, or you go to Answer the Public. You may visit BuzzSumo. These are the tools. But what I believe that the best ideas you can figure out with human to human connect.
Yes, totally agree, sir. Good input. And sir, now switching to a different topic, and that is startups. और आपने 500 plus startups को you have mentored. So I wanted to ask you, what is that one mistake that most of these startups are doing these days?
Okay, Vedant, you are one of the startups, okay, in this
Yes.
500 wala. So
Yeah.
now the biggest mistake that startups do, that they don't focus on marketing at all. Okay, I
Agree.
will always say that no matter how much passionate about the tech that you have developed or the solution that you have developed,
Hmm.
nobody cares. Nobody cares. You have to need to understand that your prospects or your clients or customers, they don't buy the best product. They buy the best visible product or the best
Hmm.
marketed product. अगर
Correct.
आप घर पे भी वही प्रोडक्ट यूज करते हो ना, जो प्रोडक्ट आपको बार बार दिखाया जाता है ऑन मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया. So what I would say that every startup founder should use the power of social media communities, okay, to explore their clients. And your prospects or clients will explore you for the first time, discover your brand for the first time on social media.
Hmm.
So being active on social media is something that every founder must understand its importance. Okay, people will buy you first as a founder, then they are
Yeah.
going to connect with your product or service. वो जमाना गया, वो B2B B2C product model गया. Right now it's human to human. Okay, nobody wants to see a logo blatantly, sharing something. Nobody wants to interact with a logo, okay, non-living object. Everybody wants to connect and talk to a human. You need to humanize your company the way how you are doing it at the content cafe, right?
Hmm.
So this is one of the biggest mistake the founders do, that they always try to keep them engaged, keep themselves busy in the operation development. Because marketing is something, अगर वो marketing नहीं करोगे ना, you are not going to generate revenue. And once you generate revenue over a if you're not generating revenue over a period of time, no matter how much passionate you are in the beginning, on the long run, the motivation dies. If you're
Hmm.
not making money.
Yeah.
So this is the biggest mistake that actually founders do in the very beginning.
Yes, sir. क्योंकि you also have taught me this particular thing कि if you don't have a marketing channel for your business, ultimately you will find it hard to sell even if you have the best product in the world.
करेक्ट. ये डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स होते हैं. जैसे ऑफलाइन वर्ल्ड में आपके पास कोई प्रोडक्ट है तो उसको लेके हम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करते हैं. आप चले जाओ, एक बच्चे को दो फ्लायर्स, ले जाओ तो मूवी हॉल पे सामने जाके उसे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके आ जाओ. यू पुट सम एड इनसाइड अ कॉलेज बिलबोर्ड और a मॉल के बिलबोर्ड पे. सो सोशल मीडिया आर जस्ट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्लेटफॉर्म्स.
Yeah.
So this is nothing technical or complexity about it. Okay, it's very easy to understand and grasp. So this is one simple thing what I feel that founders are reluctant. So now the point is, if you're reluctant to create content or if you are shy, then better you don't remain the face of the company.
Face.
Okay, pass on the baton to somebody else. आप operation में रहो, ठीक है? You figure out something else in your organization. You handle the team. But there has to be someone who is leading the game, who becomes the face of your company, who is leading aggressively, creating content, talking about your product and services.
Yeah.
Now, see, right, this is very simple. You have to just answer the questions that your prospects ask online before they buy the product in form of videos like this, right? और इसके लिए तो भाई आना पड़ेगा, right? If you are shy, then it's not going to work out actually.
Yes. Totally, sir. Like आपने ही मुझे सिखाया है कि answer the question of your prospect and you are good to go. Like you will get the leads, you will get the clients whatsoever you want. So yeah, sir. Great input, sir. So now I wanted to move to the next section, and that is SEO. And I personally know that आपका बहुत experience है SEO में, and you have seen कि कैसे पहले SEO work करता था, now how it's been. So मैं आपसे जानना चाहता था कि now what you think, how it is going to be, and अभी SEO कैसा काम कर रहा है Google में.
Okay, now see, if I talk about 2013, 14, okay, you need to understand Google feeds on content. Okay. So content matters a lot. So right now, the Content Cafe is doing a really great job because they're feeding the purpose of Google. देखो पहले क्या होता था ना, 10 साल पहले we used to only develop content, write content to satisfy the bots of Google. Google के crawlers को satisfy करना है, ठीक है? Even Google was also not worried कि what is the quality of the content. Even Google also have evolved over a period of time. Google भी अपने backend को evolve कर रहा है, अपने आप को revamp कर रहा है. They are also doing a lot of split testing at their end.
Yeah.
So right now you have to write not for the crawlers, but for the human readers. ठीक है, वो जमाना भी गया है where you used to stuff keywords on the title. Yeah, that matters right now, but you have to understand the relevancy right now. Relevancy. So this is one of the important aspect. और पहले का क्या था कि back off page SEO was the major aspect कि आप बस backlink बनाते जाओ eventually with the hope that you will surpass the rankings of your customers or your competitors. But over a period of time, what we have seen, the user interface, the user experience that you're providing on your website, the avenue where Google will send your user, if you are giving a soothing experience there, that means the loading speed, the device friendliness, the copy, how are you engaging a customer once they are inside your website? Are you making sure that they spend a lot of time? What's the dwell time is higher or not? आप कैसे offers दे रहे हो? How is your navigational plan? How are you planning to navigate your user from one page to another page? Okay. So these are the on-page aspect plays an important role today. Okay. अगर आप मुझे off-page SEO की बात में बोलोगे, what I feel under off-page SEO, influencer outreach is one of the important aspect today. If you are listening to this podcast or if you are into SEO, वो directory submission, social bookmarking करना, Google is not stupid. Okay. They very well know that anybody can generate backlinks by using some tools. Today, they want a real human interaction on your blog or your website that you want to rank. So you need to have the ability to build a network of influencers and bloggers in your industry and niche, and somehow crack a deal, make them write about your content, make them use your product. Okay. Realize and ask them to write something about you and share it. Just like this is a collaboration, like you can say it's kind of a collab we have done. Similarly, if you are into, let's say, any industry, you have to collab with multiple influencers. This is one of the prominent things that you should be doing in off-page SEO today.
Yes, sir. Like relevancy is the key. ये तो बात है, but वही है, way बदल जाएगा धीरे धीरे, the way we are putting the content and everything. Great. So, sir, we discussed about YouTube, we discussed about startups, we discussed about SEO. So now you, while you are introducing yourself, you mentioned about AADME. So let's talk about that, because I personally know that it needs to be out, and हमको पता है कि what AADME is providing to many people out there who want digital growth. So, sir, few points about AADME as well.
Yeah, actually, the idea of AADME, because we never thought that we can be into education industry. ठीक है, हमें कभी idea भी नहीं था कि हम education products or services को market कर सकते हैं, right? We were absolutely into the enterprise level services, field पे marketing करना. I never thought that I can teach people. So what I felt, India is one of the fastest growing market. When I saw, when most of the, Western venture capitalists, they are investing in India. What's the reason behind it? It's the only reason is because it's the biggest economic mass. Right now, India holds the biggest internet user base right now. Okay, after China, and the statistic that there are around 40 lakh plus registered business as per the government of India. Okay, their records and their data that they provide. 40 lakh registered businesses. And there are so many unorganized businesses also, which are not, they're registered, but in some terms, which is not tracked. And I thought, and the other data was, not even 1% companies have registered a domain, right? The same thought that Jack Ma had when he visited United States before he founded Alibaba. So he actually went United States, and he was in an internet cafe, and he searched for beer on the internet, because Google and the internet, exploring the internet, browsing, surfing the internet was a new thing for Jack Ma. Yeah. So he just started doing some research on beer, and he found that when it is about beer, there was no discussion or there was no information about China. So that was something that was really astonishing for him. Then he took a pledge कि भैया कुछ करना है China. So that is something I even thought कि, now if someone starts a digital agency business and actively participate in reaching out to business owners, reaching out to manufacturers, traders, एक अच्छा business बन सकता है, right? And what I saw कि 2015-16 में only few companies are leading the market share. बहुत सारे market इतना बड़ा है कि बहुत सारे companies at least they can generate revenue around 8 figure 9 figure तक कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि market इतना opportunity इतना बड़ा है. And there are so many sectors like manufacturing, agriculture, real estate. They are not digitally transformed right now. And politics as an industry, it's not digitally transformed right now. So health industry, mining, manufacturing, they're not even digital. So what I thought, it's that the market size is huge. Okay. और सर्विस देने वाले लोग बहुत कम है right now. और जितने लोग अभी दे रहे हैं, they haven't realized the scale of this business. They have just started treating themselves as self-employed people. जो लोग freelancer.com, Fiverr पे हैं, they are just considering them as a solopreneur or a freelancer, or they are just trying to generate some sort of self-employment for them. So I thought कि इसमें एक अच्छा business बनाया जा सकता है. And what if I share the same knowledge, what I have learned in my past agency businesses में, इतने साल मैंने काम किया. I started as an executive and I took an exit as a marketing director. So जो भी मेरा experience, अगर इसको हम एक we can create a kind of a content and we can serve this, it can actually help a lot of businesses. Plus it will also create a lot of employment. Plus
Absolutely.
It will spark the fire of entrepreneurship among the youngsters of the country. So बहुत सारे vision को लेके start किया, and of course right now we are the best in the country, best in Asia, because nobody is doing it better than us right now. So we have trained so many individuals, freelancers, and struggling agency owners. एक तो आप खुद ही हो.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And I'm proud that you're doing a really great job.
Thank you.
So yeah, so we provide online sessions. ठीक है, anybody who wants to start any business from the comfort of their home. So AADME, actually we provide online sessions to individuals, freelancers from across the globe. So today we are mentees from United States, Australia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, and of course from India, right? And the best part is they have grown their business left, right, and center in the first 30 days of enrollment of the program. That is something accomplishes us a lot. It gives us a feeling of accomplishment as a consultant or as a coach. It's a passion business, you can say, okay, right now, okay, yes. But yeah, of course it is growing. Yeah.
Great, sir. Great. मतलब मैं हूँ इस चीज का हिस्सा, तो I know how you guys are adding value to this world of digital marketing. So yes. Okay, so after the break, अब चलते हैं in the end section of this podcast, and that is the name of our podcast, that is On Your Behalf, जहाँ पे हम लोगों को LinkedIn ग्रुप में हमारे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस आए हैं, जिनमें से मैंने 2 क्वेश्चंस चूज किए हैं. And the first question is from Vinayak Pathak. He asks, what makes a successful marketer? Is it something what we call a talent by birth, or is it a skill which anybody can hone with the right efforts?
Okay. Now see, when it comes to marketing, okay, Vinayak, there are multiple aspects. Okay, there are multiple aspects of marketing. The first and foremost thing as a marketer you should be doing is the art of measuring your efforts, first of all, right? Let's say if you are into social media marketing, और उसके performance को map करना is actually a mindset. Not everybody will step out and go an extra mile to dig into what was the before and after result. So let's say, for example, a lot of people message me how will I measure the ROI of social media, right? So they say that, hey, we are adding 100 followers to our client's page every single month, but the client is still skeptical about our services. They are pretty not sure right now that whether we are adding some value in their business. So if you can prove that what is the value of one follower you are adding on the social media platform that is eventually leading and subsequently adding to their main goal of revenue. If you can create that funnel, let's say for example, if you have added 100 followers and you have the data that out of 100 followers, you generate 10 link clicks or 10 site visits from Instagram. Or हर एक 10 site visits say there are, let's say, one goal conversion is happening within your Google Analytics. You are getting one sale worth 1 lakh rupees. So 1 lakh rupee, we can say, is being generated by 100 followers that you're adding, right? So the cost of one followers is like 1,000 rupees. So this is where you can justify the value. So
Yeah.
अपने efforts को measure करने का जो ability है ना, it is something that you can learn. And I would say it's a mindset actually, because right now what I see, young people, youngsters, they feel marketing as a money making scheme, or there are a lot of companies, a lot of creators, they have kind of positioned digital marketing especially as a money making tool or something. I don't know. It's a department, it's a business function, right?
Yeah.
Just like accounting, HR, or anything. So it can be learned, anybody can learn actually. And however, as I told, that there are multiple aspects to it. If you are as the face of a product, or if you are the content creation is one of the important things, where you need to be a go-getter, you need to be someone who is confident enough to face the camera. So in that situations, I would say it might not be the cup of tea for everyone. Okay, because you might be introvert, there can be a lot of, but at AADME, trust me, Vinayak, if you're listening to this, okay, we have a lot of challenges that we give to our students, where, one of the examples here, Vedant, okay, he has evolved and he is doing amazing left, right, and center. Right now he's a video marketer. So we keep on giving you challenges. We make you indulge in multiple boot camps where you just not learn the ability to face the camera, but you also skyrocket your confidence in just 30 days.
Agree.
Right. So these are few aspects that I would say.
Great, sir. Matlab, I have done, by the way, guys, I have done 21 days video challenge and I have done it. मैंने complete किया था. I was one of the 3 people who actually completed the thing, and उसी का result है this podcast, I would say. So thank you so much, sir, for that as well. And now moving to the next question. Akansha Agnihotri asks, which industries are putting in money the highest into the world of digital marketing?
Okay. It's a very subjective question, Akansha. I will not go by industry, but I will give you a formula to it. Any industry that you think is having customers with a higher lifetime value. Okay. Just like finance, just for example, it can be a company which is providing financial services to their customers, and customers are paying premium every single month. Okay, so ऐसी कंपनियां अपने customers को retain करने के लिए, they spend consistently on marketing. They have a retention budget. They keep on creating offers every single month. Okay, this is one industry. Say I could say that finance industry. The second, any industry where you feel that all of a sudden, okay, or in one transaction, huge revenue gets generated, just like education industry, okay, or medical practice industry, medical treatment industry, or a real estate industry. So these are the industries right now which is actually happening. The fourth one, I would say, anything that is into tech and scalable, that can be taken easily to the global level with low investment, right? Just like e-learning industry, or let's say SaaS industry, software as a service industry. Okay, anything into tech which can be easily scaled. Okay, these are the industries which I think currently right now are investing. Be it gaming as well. Tech के अंदर ही gaming आएगा. Entertainment and tech both are mixed.
Metaverse,
so these are
Web3.
some of Metaverse, Web 3.0. So these are the industries that I think are investing right now a lot. However, there are multiple other industries also which are trying to. Recently, we got a client from the mining industry, okay, from aerospace industry also, okay. So now that these industries might not be having a sales challenge because these are B2B with a serving to a very limited audience.
Yes.
But they might have different requirements like digital branding, digital PR. So you have to understand कि आप कौन से इंडस्ट्री को कैसे हेल्प कर सकते हो और कौन से पार्ट ऑफ द फनल में आप उन्हें सर्व कर सकते हो. The challenge is not only sales for every company actually. If you can help them, if you can help some companies in helping them to scout trade shows, online trade shows जहाँ पे वो participate कर सकते हैं, it can be also a value add in this industry. So these are some of the formulas.
Interesting, sir. Yes. So this was it, sir. Anything else you want to say as an end note?
As an end note, I would like to inform your audience that, you know, if you are a budding entrepreneur, startup founder, or an individual or a professional want to start something on your own, then start now. Okay, don't procrastinate. Okay, anything and everything that you do, start now. That's it. You will make mistakes. It's okay to do a lot of mistakes. And if you're in your 20s and if you think that you are nowhere right now, it's absolutely okay. मुझे भी वही लगता था when I was in my 20s. And if you're a startup founder, Baba, invest a lot on your self-learning, which is the most important thing, because your business is your reflection. I always believe. Okay, business is your reflection. आप जैसे सोचते हो, आपके actions वैसे होते हैं, और आपकी life के results are completely determined the actions that you have taken. So अपने thought process को change करने के लिए you have to consistently, you have to keep on investing on your brain, investing on your skills. That is something that I would say right now.
Great, sir. It was great session for me yet again, because we had a lot of session back then. So thank you so much, sir, for this amazing value pack and blessing me with your learning. And looking forward. Looking forward for more such amazing content, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Vedant, for giving me an opportunity to come onto your community and address your audience. It was a great experience today. Chalo, nice.
Thank you, sir.
I hope you got some value out of this episode. If yes, then do subscribe to our channel. We are trying our best to get such amazing people in these episodes. So till then, keep smiling.